Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Great Modron March. Sorry for the late delay. We had technical difficulties, and we're down a player. So I think Rachel's really the glue that holds this entire group together. And specifically, Ted's computer just can't run.
Without her
I'm gonna
presence.
ask Ted though to use the computer that's next to his bad computer, like the really good one. This is what Lex has. 'Cause Lex has the working computer off next to the broken one that he uses. We're a 5e actual play podcast playing a 2e adventure of Dungeons and Dragons called the Great Modron March. Let's go around and talk to our players. We'll start with LB. Hack 'em up. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what is your favorite breed of dog?
Hello, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches, where I have my schedule of all the times that I'm streaming. I am playing Siren. She is a rogue fighter, and my favorite breed of dog to groom is a golden, and my favorite breed in general is a Bouvier.
Fancy words that are French. All right, going down the line. Lex, who are you? Who are you playing? And if you could be a planet in our solar system, which one would you be?
I'm Lex. I'm playing Shifter, the illusionist wizard. And if I could be a planet, it would be Neptune. It's just the first one that came to mind, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is pretty. It's a pretty planet.
It's nice. Is that one? No, that's not the one that spins on its side. That's Uranus, right?
Yes, it is. I learned that from Blue's Clues.
And my name is Jordan with Silent PH in the middle. I'll be your dungeon master. And then our wonderful host over here, Mr. Ted. Who are you playing? And what is the longest car drive you've ever done?
Well, hi, my name is Ted. I run this channel, Nerd Immersion. I'll be playing Lagwin, the elf blade singer Jedi wizard here. And the longest car drive I've ever done, probably 16 hours. I drove to Dragon Con down in Atlanta. So that's New York to Atlanta. That's quite the trip.
Yeah. Cool story. Yeah. All right.
I mean, not to flex on Ted, but I have driven from Detroit to San Diego.
That's pretty good.
Well, not to flex on LB, but I like beagles better, so I guess whatever. I don't know. It's not really a flex.
Have you ever tried to groom a beagle?
Yes.
Do you know the sounds that they make?
Mine are angels. Mine are angels. So
little beagle sounds. They're so happy.
I know.
Can we just talk about
Great Modron March. It's an event that occurs every 289 years to the second, but for some reason it started 150 years too early. The Planner Trade Consortium is on edge as the destruction and, ironically, chaos caused by these lawful Modrons running around are destroying everything in its path. Last time, on a very special Great Modron March, our heroes wound up in court as Siren was in trouble with lying to the Modrons and Mechanus, which is the plane of law. Defense lawyer Shifter pulled through, and the jury found Siren 67% not guilty, which was good enough, we decided. Regrouping with their Planner Trade Consortium contact Estevan, they next portaled away to the gate town of Heart's Faith on the edge of the Outer Plains. This is actually a former gate town to Mount Celestia. And rumor is that the Modrons will inadvertently raise havoc. Now, as you guys arrived here, you encountered a winged lion and a rider on top of that winged lion, shooting like necrotic bolts of energy at you guys and just kind of attacking out of the blue. When you vanquished your foe, they just dissolved into ash and kind of whisked away in the wind. Doesn't seem to be much left to investigate. And then you gaze out on the horizon and you see the town of the port town of Heart's Faith, which is your destination if you choose to go there. No sign of the Modrons yet. What would you like to do?
Siren kind of walks up from the bushes and just says, "Oh, no loot. It's a shame." Is anyone hurt?
Shifter lands on their large fly and turns it back into a small figurine and says, Yes, I'm quite injured. And they just like turn and you see their like arm is like badly burned.
Oh, gods.
This
Yes,
is I might be I'm at about I'm at a little half full. I'm at half full right now and whew, if we could just take a nap and that would be fine for me.
But we do need to get to town.
Oh,
Do we
that's
have
true. We are
any
in a hurry.
healing? Anything?
We someone had some potions, as I recall. Then perhaps me, I'll check
Uh,
my
Lagwin, did
bag.
you? Yeah, Lagwin, can you grab one of our health potions that we packed?
Um. Well, let me look through my see what I've got.
Mm.
Hmm.
For reference,
Well,
I actually do have one regular healing potion in my inventory that I did not give to Lagwin. Which
that's
is
fair.
good.
Yeah.
But I will probably save that because I am still at half health. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's gonna be like a desperate situation kind of thing.
And
Mm.
well, I only have the one potion, but I also took quite a beating in that as well, being in the midst of all that fighting. So I feel like if we are able to just get to the town and find an area to sit down for maybe an hour, we might be able to stave off some of this and save the healings for when things are truly, truly dire.
All right. I feel fine, so whatever you two prefer.
And there's no sign of the Modrons at the moment, so I feel like at this point we're ahead of them.
That
So
would be
that
good.
yeah.
So the plan is to go to the city and probably do a short rest there rather than
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are about maybe 20-30 minute walk away from the gate town, the port town. So you make your way there. As you guys approach, there's an open portcullis and two guards that are kind of lazily hanging out in front. They don't seem too overly worried about anything. And you guys approach and they kind of wave you in and say, business here. What's your business in Heart's Faith? Come on, not all of you at once now. Come on.
Hello. We
Honestly, I'm here
that
for a rest. I have beat up.
Oh, yeah, we've been traveling. Hey,
yes.
Yes.
where
Very
are y'all
nice.
from?
Originally?
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess we're all part of Cosmic Stardust, eh, love? Come on. But where are you from? Where are you traveling to? You're not from Heart's Faith, that's for sure.
No. Personally, I'm from Waterdeep, on the material plane.
Oh, primers. Oh, all right. You guys are coming all the way out here to the Outer Plains. That's exciting.
Yeah. We had been in Sigil though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's the gateway to everywhere. That's how you get around.
Of course,
Signal
yes.
stick. Yeah. Well, what brings you all the way out here? We don't see a lot of Sigil people,
It's true.
or primer people for that matter.
What do you have someone who is in charge of the city, who runs things, like a mayor or a king?
Oh, yeah. Well, oh gosh, let's see. Normally it's the lasso who kind of run the place, but they're out there. They put an acting mayor in though. His
Right.
Cauldronborn. You can go find him
I'm
more in the center of town. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
Oh, his name's Cauldronborn. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't
hey,
think I heard it right.
what do these two guards look like?
Oh,
they just
your
people?
typical Biggs and Wedge from Star Trek. Like
Sure. So they just look like humans or
they're
elves
human.
or
Yeah, they
whatever.
look human. Sorry, I should have said that. I didn't ask. I didn't realize what you were asking. So they look human. They're probably your guess is like petitioners. Like they're the souls of people from the prime material plane that have now made their second life here on the plains. So
that's nice.
yeah, they look human. They're wearing armor, and they're holding spears, and so mhm. Not too muscular, not unmuscular, just right.
Just right.
Wow, the Goldilocks of muscles.
The Goldilocks of muscles, as they call them.
Shifter's gonna turn to Lagwin and just be like, the name Cauldronborn just doesn't put me at ease.
No.
Give me.
Your name is literally Shifter.
That's well, you've got me
Gold
there.
star. Inspiration for LB.
Thank you.
Well, frankly, I care. I really
You missed the line. You fucked it up. Want to take it again?
no. I mean, I don't care. I would just like to go into the city and do what.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're more than welcome. Just don't cause any problems. Really, we got an inn. There's a bunch of stuff for sale. I think they might have pineapple this week. I mean, there's lots of places. So.
What's a pineapple?
That pineapple's that's lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Don't cause no trouble though, please. And if you're looking for Cauldronborn, he's more towards the center of town. You probably ask around, you'll find him.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just a little question: are there any faux pas here that we need to know about? That we might get arrested for, like lying on the plane of.
I mean, I don't know, not particularly. Like I mean, don't murder anyone. That's literally like
obvious. Yes. No.
If that's the bar.
Is there a specific place this town falls on the alignment axis?
Oh yeah, we're more of like a lawful good kind of area.
Right.
Try to be on the up and up, do right, take care of people, help out, starving people when they need it. You feed them. If they're orphan, you take care of it.
Right.
There's a lost dog. You pet it on the head. You throw it a steak. You invite it into your home.
Wow,
That's the kind of people we are here here at Heart's Faith. Yeah.
So kind.
Good people. That's us.
Do you all have
I love following all the rules.
Do you have a history of strange riders on winged lions attacking people in your city?
Oh, winged lions attacking people. Winged lions.
People riding on a winged lion also attacking.
People, yeah, like a cavalry kind of a thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yes. Is that that's
a
common occurrence in your city?
I mean, there's the brigade of the winged lions. Does that ring a bell?
I mean, that sounds quite literally like what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's what I was
aggressive.
Great minds, right? But yeah,
Sure.
so no, the winged lions, they're a religious group that live here. They kind of protect the city from now and then. They worship Mitra, the power Mitra. Yeah.
Mitra.
I've seen them recently. They kind of took off with the Lamassu, and they do their own thing. They have the acting mayor.
Well, I'm sorry, they have him?
No, they put the acting mayor in charge. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like, Cauldronborn, you're acting mayor. We gotta go. And they
right. I just wanted to make
that's
sure
not uncommon.
Right.
They do
hostage.
That, Winged lions. What are you gonna do?
Right. And do they just attack anyone at any time, or is there?
No, I mean it's only defensive as far as I know. Yeah.
Right. Good to know.
They protect the city. Yeah.
No reason. Well, you have a lovely evening. Well, your name was.
Oh, Biggs. Yeah, that's my brother.
Biggs.
Wedge. Yeah.
Hello. It's lovely to meet you. If we are in need of anything, we'll let you know.
Yeah, and it was Siren, right?
That's it, right there.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Like a hot plate.
You guys have a good time.
I'm Siren.
Oh, and you guys kind of make your way inside. It's a pretty beautiful city. Like there's the walls that you walk through are made of stone, but they have those circular kind of watchtowers every like so many yards, and so it kind of gives this nice picturesque looking place. And as you walk in, there's a road that goes directly we'll say south, like or just straight as you're looking out. That leads directly to the water. And so you can see the astral sea kind of like brushing up against in like waves and stuff here. So there's this nice like straight shot, and there is a big gate, or I shouldn't say a gate, like an arch, like just a big arch, that you walk in, and there's businesses, and there's various buildings around you, and then as you walk through, this gate kind of opens up, and you can see more um, of the town. And there's a few different places to go. I have a picture of it, which I think will be fun. So let me click this, and I'll put it in our chat. And if you want to throw it up on our thing, you can, Mr.
Yes.
Ted, on the stream.
Yep.
So this is Hearth's Fate. It's kind of a low res picture, so I apologize. But
Did you draw this, Jordan? It's so
I did not.
good.
this is from
This
is
will
from
go in the fridge.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And it's pretty busy. Nobody looks worried. Everyone's kind of just like enjoying their day, going about stuff. There's a horse eating an apple. There's a couple other fun, happy things happening. See a kid and another kid, like a younger kid, and they're running, and they got one of those hoops with a stick, and they're like
Wow.
spinning it down the road, giggling, just having a grand old time.
Goodness, this place is delightful. It's a shame it's going to be entirely annihilated.
Yes, comrades, how are we going to approach this? Are we going to make it a big deal, or try to minimize, or play it soft, safe? What are we thinking?
Maybe reduce panic as much as possible. Talk to this
Right.
cauldron born. Still, that name does not put me at ease. But everything else here is so pleasant. They must be nice. I guess it's just, a weird happenstance.
Right, except for we got attacked the second we put our foot on this plane.
Oh,
By
well,
a
that
group
did
of
happen.
people that apparently are not routinely known for attacking people on sight. They're quite defensive based, and we just appeared and we were assaulted. So I really don't have any love for this place at all at this point. I'm really.
Lagan, what do you
Are
love?
you still wearing your emotions on your sleeve?
I got like 2 hours of this.
All
right.
So,
Tell me, Lagan, what do you love?
well, not this place is the start.
Mhm.
Correct answer was whiskers on kittens, but
That's fair. These are a few of my favorite things. I enjoy, and I guess I could say I love, really love items. I'm a big fan of magical items, especially
Fair.
ones that don't screw me over in the long run, with no
Mhm,
proof that it was ever conducted.
Right.
I'm a big fan of potions, which are also in theory a magical items, so that's a thing that I also enjoy.
Have you found the love of your life yet?
No,
Mm.
say so.
Well, Shifter's right here.
But who has
I'm
who
right
has
here.
time for things like that at this point? Sometimes you're
Right.
being carted around by a woman who appears whenever it's appropriate with her flying dogs to send you on a mission. Other times you're sent to a place you cannot leave for more than a year. Then you leave and you're assaulted the second you try to do something good for people of a little town that's run by someone named Cauldronborn. So honestly, I would love to get these people out of this town
Mhm.
and then loot this town and let the Modrons burn it to the ground.
Right.
Wow.
All right.
This is
I'm just
Lagan, I
being
had no
listen.
idea you were so
Yes.
vicious.
This is I felt like this most recent combat today. I really feel I don't know what it is. Perhaps maybe it was the legal drama. Perhaps it was watching my friends get possibly disintegrated out of existence. But I feel like I can be my true self today. I can be who I really am. I don't have to put on a facade or anything of that nature, control my emotions. I can really just be the raw Lagwin, as it were.
Right. Lagan, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that's how it looked from your end.
I
That
mean,
was so
literally,
terrifying.
you lied and then you were gone. Like,
It-
just...
For a moment, we had thought you were completely annihilated.
Right, I
Ugh.
mean,
That must have been scary.
in theory, that would be the least chaotic thing one could do, is just to disapparate you out
Atomize.
of it. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
gone. You don't then lead to a legal drama down the road, which just is more chaotic.
I mean,
Right.
Removal from existence is pretty lawful,
yeah.
I feel.
It was clean.
Right.
That's also true.
I did feel pain because I did actually die.
Oh yes, I experienced that as well. Which is,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
what a time.
Uh-huh.
Lagwin, did your sword turn red at one point?
That's
earlier,
a new...
I thought?
yes, it did. That is... I didn't know it could change color, if I'm being completely honest.
Interesting. That's.
I feel like there's been so many wasted opportunities if this can
Some,
just shift.
some mood blade.
Yes, I mean...
The shifter is half paying attention to this conversation and half looking around for that pineapple that was promised.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a fun inn. It looks pretty small, but it's Pineapple Express. And you can go inside. And a couple people walk out and they've got one of those like pineapples, but it's hollowed out and it's filled with some kind of a drink. They're
Oh
sipping
my
up.
god, shifter is 110% about this.
What even is this? This is one
It's
of
a
the
good place to
tropical
go and have an hour rest if you want
Yeah.
to
um,
and spend some hit die. You guys can.
That would
well,
work.
shifter's gonna be like, this Pineapple Express is calling to me. I won't lie, but we should talk to Cauldron Born just to get things squared away before we do anything else.
Well, I
suppose.
think I'm going to argue with you there, based on the fact that really every time we talk to someone lately, it leads to us fighting someone. So I feel
true.
like
Very
I
true.
would prefer to be rested first before we get into
Mhm.
what seems like a purely diplomatic conversation, which I could very clearly see escalating to, you really need to evacuate your city because the Modrons are going to stomp it into the dirt, and they'll be like, how dare you say these things of truth and fact to us? We will smite you now. And then we need to do what we continue to have to do.
Well, Siren, what do you think? You can be the tie-breaking vote.
I need to know before I make a decision. Is a pineapple a sweet or sour thing?
Oh, it's sweet. It's quite sweet.
Right. Okay. Well, I vote for the rest because can it be alcoholic?
Oh, it certainly can.
Then yes, rest please.
You make your way into the Pineapple Express.
As we walk in, I'm just saying to Siren, you know how I always used to make sangria? It's sort of adjacent.
Oh, I see. Yes.
But yes, let's do
And then some guy's like, no, sangria adjacent. That's the store down the way. Like you're in the Pineapple Express.
Our apologies.
Man, they have these really cute pineapple-shaped tables, and the chairs are like a pineapple that you sit on, and then the back is like the top of the pineapple with the leaves. It's really
Aw.
Is there any
this is
like
all pineapple here.
is there any
Wow.
is there any like Hookie Lounge aesthetic going on?
Yeah, I could see that.
'Cause
Yeah.
I associate that with pineapple drinks sometimes. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's got that vibe.
It's just
you know?
that's just a shifter thing. Okay.
No, I just
All right.
Oh,
You guys get a
nice.
table. You guys can do a short rest now if you like.
Yeah, very much.
No need to roll for anything yet. So if you want to spend some hit die, you can spend them one at a time. I think is the rule. If you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna second wind right before we take our short rest.
Oh
Get it back on a short
fighter
rest.
levels.
I
have it.
didn't get touched. I still have 5 temporary. hit
Yeah, there you go.
points.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah, that 5 temporary hit points was definitely nice.
Uh-huh.
And this is because you guys left without resting, if I remember. So you're still hurt from that original fight with the Modron in Mechanist.
Yeah, so I actually only needed to roll my my one fighter hit die. At roll.
And do you guys restore some spell slots when on a short rest? I'm just giving you.
Oh yeah, we
can,
can.
yeah.
I probably should.
I can't.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
drinking.
Up to a combined level of 6, at least for me, and none of the slots can be 6 level or higher.
Interesting.
Thank you.
I feel like on the stream you zoomed in on my face, and my head is exceptionally bigger than everyone else on stream.
Oh wow.
Would you like me to adjust that? I can do that.
I
Please
mean,
don't.
I have a very large head in real life, and this is like you're just compounding on the issue.
Just amplifying it,
Well, now the internet knows.
bringing out Jordan's insecurities. Just the one.
Just the one insecure. Yeah, I don't have insecurities. I have an insecure. Okay, it's just the one.
Yeah, I will absolutely use Arcane Recovery. I will get back a first level and a fifth level slot.
Excellent.
That feels much better.
All
right. And then I'm good.
Taken. How did it do my hit die thing? I don't understand D&D Beyond.
If you
sometimes,
click the short rest thing,
yeah,
it'll
and I
pull
clicked
up.
for it to use a certain number of hit dice, but then it didn't roll them.
When
Oh,
you
it
click it,
pulled
you
up.
have to then hit take short rest.
Yeah.
Or if you check it, does underneath it give you the option to roll it? You check the box.
No, there's just a confirm,
Oh, weird.
but
When I-
that's fine. I roll myself. I don't care.
But that's life.
Yeah, it is.
We can.
You know what, Jordan? I think you were sitting further back when I set it up. So when you lean,
Oh,
see, like you were like that when I set it up.
And now I'm
then-
like in the game.
Yeah, so you're a little more. Yeah.
Yay! It's in the game.
My
That's a reference for you.
and
Young
not. This is a very comfy and nice sweater, but on stream it does not look very good on the camera. I should probably never wear it again.
It looks like
Yikes.
fuzz.
Yeah. So you're all short rested. You're full of pineapple juice. Siren,
it.
are you tipsy?
No.
Okay,
Jeez.
just checking.
Siren, 2 drinks in Siren is like 2 drinks in me. It's not gonna too much. It's fine.
The sun is high in the sky. Well, there is no sun,
Oh.
or is there? We'll say there's a sun. There's sun high in the sky.
Yay.
You guys leave the Pineapple Express, having supped on delicious pineapple and pineapple juice.
Hmm.
I feel like Shifter either materialized or got some pineapple sunglasses that have like
Oh, I like
that
that.
he's wearing.
I was gonna say I'm gonna change my ostentatious cape to be like have like a Hawaiian print on it.
Very good.
Lots
Lovely,
of
darling.
pineapples. And as we're leaving, I'm like, you see, you mix it with vodka, it's amazing. Just
And I appreciate that because it is sweet, but it is also slightly tart. And I did
mm,
like that. It really mixed well with the other flavors they had going in there.
whew, what a again just really upset. This place is going to be annihilated. Just
Well,
sad.
there was something that we wanted from these people, yes?
Well, we wanted to save them. I mean,
Yeah, our
I
options
think-
were really. The Modrons are planning to march right through here. So our options, because they remember they did a thing where they built in the wrong place. There was like a
Right.
approved upon route for Modrons. So our options were to either persuade the Modrons, beings of ultimate law, following a higher power who seemingly wants you dead for lying, persuade them to go around,
Right.
or persuade the people to leave, which seems much more doable
Right.
and an economic windfall for us in the long.
That's true. And maybe they'll pay us. Or we can just steal their stuff. All right, I got it.
You guys walk down, make your way kind of the central plaza, and as you get there, there's a large cathedral-looking building, and this looks like one of the temple to Mitra, which is, I believe, a deity or something that you're not familiar with, Mitra. And so this is the Temple of Mitra, and as you're approaching, a Azamar looking character. He kind of has like a glow about him, and he's in armor with a like leather armor with a short sword. Very handsome guy. He comes walking up to you and says, Hello, you must be the visitors the gods told me all about. Yes, my name's Cauldronborn, acting mayor Cauldronborn, I should say. So nice to see you guys. What brings you all the way to Heart's Faith? How can we make your stay
Hello.
even more enjoyable?
You are quite the dish, aren't you?
Oh, on my mother's side, and he like winks, and there's like a little like. Oh my gosh.
This is
Yep.
my. Ooh.
And your name, milady, and he'll take your hand and give it a gentle kiss.
She will do a ladyly giggle and say, I am Siren.
Oh, Siri, very good. And you, yes, my masked friend. What is your name? He points to you, Shifter.
They call me Shifter.
Oh, excellent. And yes, you look so grumpy, but you surely can't be that upset. You're here in Heart's Faith. But yes, what is your name there, young Padawan there?
My name is Lagman.
Lagwin. Well, nice to meet you. What brings you all the way out to our humble city?
Your city's going to be destroyed.
Lagwin, that was entirely too abrupt.
By the Modrons. They're coming this way.
Modrons are coming?
Let us start at the beginning.
We do have some bad news, I'm afraid. Lagwin is not entirely incorrect there. If we could speak somewhere, perhaps in private, I don't want anyone to be,
Oh,
alarmed.
of course. Come into the temple, into my my private abode here, or my office. Yes.
Oh, yes, your
You
private
can
abode.
walk into the temple and go into his office.
My dream's coming true.
And you guys have a seat, and he's like, "What is this? Why would the Modrons want to come here and destroy us? We've always been so peaceful."
It's not so much that they want to destroy you, it's that, well, it turns out your city is along their marching route, and nothing's really. They're not going to be perturbed by just sort of plowing through everything to continue on their way to the Silver Sea.
Oh. So, well, can you convince them to just go around or take a different route?
Well, convincing Modrons is not something we're particularly good at.
Or
so
anyone.
far.
You cannot convince a clock to run faster or slower.
Oh, it's a really good analogy.
Thank you.
Well, have you tried lying to them? Maybe.
We did.
We
you
did.
know, we did try that. It didn't go
Does
so
not
well.
work well.
No.
Yeah, it's not very ethical either. Is there? I'm not sure. Like, can we get them in some kind of a logic loop? Or I'm open to suggestions. I don't want the town to be destroyed.
Of
Uh,
course.
we
Well, we could evacuate so the people do not die.
Oh, but I mean, if we evacuate and there's not really a problem, the people won't really want to come back. I mean, we thrive on tourism here at Heart's Faith, and if you just start yelling shark and there's not really a shark problem, then I'm gonna have all these people go to the beach. I
got
don't
the reference. I got the
Mm.
reference.
think I can do that.
Mhm.
Is there? I
Oh,
mean,
I see.
ideally, you guys will be able to get the Modrons to leave or not destroy them.
Right.
Well, we were hoping perhaps we could divert them in some way, or just minimize the property damage as much as possible. They are marching quite orderly, so it might just be a question of, blocking off their route and, having proper signage and detours for everyone else. I
Mhm.
mean, you're a very lawful place. I'm sure you are very acquainted with.
Well, let's see. Let's see. I wonder if we could find the original treaty, and he'll call out for some person to come in. And as you guys are discussing this, someone will come in and they'll lay down a couple of maps, and he starts to explain. Okay, so this is the city as it is now, and then if we lay over this older part of the city, and my dog is right here scaring me. If we lay down this older part of the city, you can see that we used to be the gate town to Mount Celestia, but the Outlands pulls and it changes now and then. So now the gate town is further into the Silver Sea, the Astral Sea. Uh, and so we had to rebuild and shift some things around as we were no longer, the point of entry for. And so he starts bringing up like here are the paths. And so the picture that I sent you guys, the black line is the path that the Modrons will take. They're going to come through the front gate. They're going to break off into two or three different groups. And then when they get to like D and E, they'll break off into three again and then break off into three again. So they're kind of just going to come in here and like swarm the entire thing. And if anything's in their way, they'll just trample through it or over.
Right through it.
And then eventually they're going to regroup at the very base in front of the water and then head over into the water. And he said, well, when we rebuilt, I know that the Lamassu who's really in control, I'm just the acting mayor. You guys have to understand. But the Lamassu who are in control of this place, they didn't take into accord that we'd have this treaty. I wonder if you could convince the Modrons otherwise.
You
I
keep
really don't
saying
want to
that,
break
and
the
yet
town.
Well, the way I look at it is there's a very black and white treaty here that states what was agreed upon. And I mean, that seems like Modron 101. We've got a nice in order treaty. This is the path we're supposed to take. Everything was agreed upon and signed off on. We're going to follow that to the T. I mean, again, you're acting mayor, Lamassu, what have you. It seems that whoever built, knowing that this treaty existed, built in such a place that, I don't know, that seems to me irresponsible building. You could have built, there's plenty of city to the side. You could have adjusted things or built lanes differently.
Listen, you can point fingers all you want, but that's not going to save lives in the moment.
Right, so that's why we should evacuate the city.
Okay. All right, I can evacuate. What's the ETA? When are they going to arrive? It's going to take a while to evacuate an entire city.
Right. You do have flying buttresses, the creatures on the flying lion things, right? They're
the
protecting
lions,
around.
they're gone. That's why I'm acting mayor. I'm in charge.
Oh, there's no way to pull them
We
back.
have a couple boats.
Boats are good.
Boats, right.
Seems right there.
And as you guys are pondering this, someone comes running up, boom, 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 knocks on the door.
Oh, God.
Sir, there's an army of Modrons. They're right up
Right.
the door. They're coming soon. I think they're going to be here in like 10 minutes. What do you want us to do? There's an army.
Well, there's your answer.
More
10
Modrons
minutes.
than I can even fathom.
More than I can fathom.
I can think of a lot of Modrons. So
Thank
use
you,
that.
Timothy.
So
Beyond
10
my
minutes.
Mortal keys.
Yes. 10. I don't know if I can evacuate. Can you buy me some time as I try to sound the evacuation?
Of
Timothy.
course.
Yes.
Timothy, go out there and tell the streets we need to evacuate now. Get everyone out to safety. There's no stopping the Modrons. Poor city planning has done us in again.
Poor city planning. Okay. I can see two possibilities. Well, immediately I can try and cast Wall of Force. Nothing can get through
Right.
the Wall of Force, as we know. That might either
Really?
stop them or divert them a little bit.
All right.
But my other thing is like, if we could buy some time with something like that, someone can look through the documents and see if there's a loophole we can exploit.
Lagwin,
Sure, I can do
what
that.
if we use this wall of force to let them march over the city? I know it's not that large, but is there something that we can do that way?
I don't think we'd need at least 15, 20 more wizards to do such a thing.
Cauldron, are there any wizards in this place?
Not especially. I few, I suppose. I'm not sure of anyone. Nobody lives here. We're more of like a recreational town.
We're a tourist trap. Everyone just knows how to
Right.
sell things.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. We definitely that. If I could just wall of force a bridge over the entire city, I certainly would. But I don't
Yes.
think
Yes,
that's
I
an
don't,
option.
and I don't think we have enough materials. Actually, Never mind, I don't have that prepared today. I was gonna say I could try to cobble something together, but didn't think I would be making bridges.
Look, all the plans that I have to do with lying. Okay, that's the only thing I can think of right now.
This doesn't work on Modrons, as we've discovered.
Yes.
We also have, but remember, we tried to talk to them when they were coming through
Right.
the last town we were in, and it was just basically go up the chain, which led us to Mechanus in the first place. So I don't know if anyone... We could attempt to find the, I guess, a pentadrone or whatever and try to say, hey, don't go this way. But I don't really see that going over well.
Right. Is there somewhere we could freeze them in time?
You
Look, I don't know
vastly
enough about magic.
overestimate
Uh,
capabilities.
We're not that powerful yet. But,
I mean,
well,
honestly, our
let me
best
get
bet
started on
with what we could do with what we have is probably blow a lot of them up.
That's,
But
I'd like to try to avoid that. Lag, when you have pass wall prepared.
I
don't you?
do have passwall, yes.
That might be helpful. Right now, let me get over to the city gates and conjure up a barrier of some sort and buy us a few minutes.
How close do you need to stay to it?
120 feet seems to be the
Huh.
range on that spell, so not
Right.
entirely close. Let's.
What about...
Okay, so just to reiterate for me and the audience,
Mhm.
Agwin, you're gonna read up on the documents to see if you can find like a legal loophole.
I don't think we're gonna have the time.
You're
to
you're
do
not
that.
doing that.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
We just
I mean,
suggestion, you know.
I'm not. That's not. I don't know. It's not really Lagwin's. I feel like his strong suit.
Forte
but-
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fine.
I could. So I'll throw this out there just as an like. It's a very slow. We have 10 minutes, and I could do the
Well,
math.
you have like 7 minutes
We have
now.
7 minutes.
Ticking.
But
I'm going.
I've got mold earth the cantrip, so I can move like start trying to make a ditch and like move 5 cubic feet of dirt at a time and make like try to like build a moat around the freaking city.
Yes, when it says they can pass through anything, one would think. Okay.
Yeah,
While we're deciding, Siren will go through the papers
Okay.
as much as possible. I'll use my new dice.
Yeah,
go.
so make a investigation as you're kind of trying to figure this out. And how long does force wall last?
Wall of Force is concentration up to 10 minutes, so not
Okay,
very
So you're gonna like
long.
wait until you see them, I assume, to kind of.
I could cast Leoman's tiny hut at the front gates and make a 10-foot immobile dome that lasts for 8
Oh,
hours.
You can't cheese that. Come on.
I mean, they would just walk over the dome and into the city anyway.
That's true,
So
they
it's
would just-
basically exactly what we're suggesting doing with the wall. It doesn't, and I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Shifter to see how wide the force is, like how many modrons wide we're talking.
Yeah, you've got from the map, you've got the 2 lookout position towers.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
assuming you're gonna like wall of force the in between. It's probably
yeah.
I don't know. I want to give it to you, but it's probably like 40 or 50 feet wide.
Oh yeah, you can do that with Wall of Force. Wall of Force is what is it? 10 by 10 panels.
Yeah.
So
Oh wow. Okay.
it can make a wall, in fact, which is exactly what we need in this situation.
Cool.
I also don't know. As we're running down there, I'm going to say to Lagwin, I'm not really sure how willing the Modrons will be to deviate from their path. Maybe if there's a barrier just on their immediate route, they won't be able to go around it. Not
They'll
that
just
kind of thinking.
Walk into the wall
Yeah,
for 10 minutes. I mean,
10 minutes.
that's 10 more minutes than they had previously.
It's true. It's true that we are buying time with my spell slots.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna see how this works, and then I'll go see if Siren needs help, perhaps.
Yeah. So
Matt, what did you roll, Siren?
A solid 15.
Solid 15. Okay. I'm looking at my book. So you, um, unfortunately, from what you see, the Modrons are, um, in Modron logic, completely right.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
if the treaty said they were supposed to walk kind of along these longitude
Predetermined path.
latitude lines, for
Yeah.
lack of a better word, and then the city like shifted over, so they're still just following those, longitude latitude lines.
Right.
It's just now there's like a city kind of in the way.
Yeah.
And this was agreed upon many cycles ago. So this is a path that they have done over and over and over
Yeah.
through previous marches. It's just within the last like 100 years something else happened. But I will say that you do know that Modrons want to follow the law, but they're also looking for not the path of least resistance, but like
Mhm.
um well, I should say more than the path of least resistance, they want to follow the law.
Mm.
Yeah.
But their end goal is to basically get through the city so that they can get to Mount Celestia.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. And who was this treaty made with? The Modrons and whom?
the Lamasu, I believe, who like rule the
Okay.
city back when it was a gate town.
Okay.
The
Is there
absentee
any
rulers.
indication on there that states that there's like a date when the Modron March happens on this day?
Mm.
Ooh, that's very good.
Mhm.
Not that I can see, and not that you can see either. Not with a 15. Like it's
Okay.
too quick. Like you're flipping through, and you're just
Yeah.
just a lot of references to when the march occurs and the
Yeah.
march in question and things like that.
All right, I'm taking the papers and I'm running out and see if I can help my friends.
Got them like covered in your. Like,
Um,
um.
Are we assuming that they are trying to do the evacuation like while we're
Yeah.
doing this?
Okay.
So there's a bell. Somebody's ringing a bell. Get out of the streets. Go run for your lives.
Modrons are
By
coming.
order of the acting mayor, we need everyone to get out of the city. The Modrons are coming. They're not gonna be friendly. There's an old woman who's like, I'm going, like real slow with her walker. And then she finds out she's going in the wrong direction. She slowly turns around. It's comically painful how slow this evacuation's happening.
Oh god.
But people are
God.
trying to leave. They're going south. A lot of them are going just to the edges of town because the mayor noticed that the Modrons are going to be mostly coming through the middle of the town, and so if we could just get civilians and people to safety on the other side. There's a few stubborn people who don't like like a hurricane. They're like, oh, I'm not going to leave. I'll wait this out.
Too soon.
All right.
And I go ahead.
No, I got nothing.
All right. I think with that, we'll have Shifter, you run up to the front and you see the Modrons kind of, and then you cast your Wall of Force just as the first one hits. Now, these Modrons are, before they were really like packed together, but since they've been walking, there's like scouter Modrons in the front. So it's a very thin line with a big clump that's further behind. So the first Modron comes up and hits the wall and is like, doink, and it's kind of like doing that mime stuff, trying to like figure out. And it goes to the edges, and another one hits, and it's doing the same thing, and more hit, and more hit, and you're getting like a pretty good like smushed up wall of Modrons that are trying to like figure out how they're getting through this. Until one of them, like a higher up, a Pentadron or something, comes up and says, "What is the meaning of this?" Oh, I should do this. Hang on.
Ooh, voice.
Oh. What is the meaning of this? Why is our progress impeded? Who put this up?
That would be me. That would be my fault. I apologize. Given your a different schedule, this march around the city is not ready for your arrival, but they are working to be, so you shall soon pass. Just
We
asking.
shall pass now. You will remove this force field immediately.
Oh, unfortunately, I cannot do that.
I mean, here's a counterpoint. Would it not be easier to just go around the wall and around the city? You'll still make it to the Silver Sea as need be, and it'll prevent. I mean, the march did start significantly early. If things were on time, potentially, things you would be unimpeded.
He pulls out a map that you're kind of like, where did he even have that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he kind of like opens it up and is like looking at it, these stuff.
Our maps are correct. We will be going on the designated route. We will obey the law and follow the treaty that has been set up between our people and the people of Heart's Faith.
And the
Murder
more of a ding,
is
ding, ding.
against the law. If you march through the city, hold on. If you march through the city, you will inevitably kill somebody, which is against the law here. And property damage is against the law.
And
Significant
have them
Oh,
leave.
God.
It's not our fault that the people are trying to block the Modron march.
They are currently leaving. They're on their way. This is why I am simply trying to delay you. You know.
So you admit you are delaying the march. You are impeding our march.
I may have already admitted that. So yes.
Oh, touche. And the Modron will kind of look around. You have another Modron that comes walking up. I'm trying to find a picture of him.
Do you know
What?
the Modron that has the frog on his back? Lem with a
Oh, that
Y.
Oh, Lem?
Lem.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't even like recognize that you're talking to him. Like he's very confused. Why is this so
anything we
difficult to find when
we
I
can
need
use
it?
about they made this deal with the people of the city, and it's not the same people in charge? Perhaps we can use that as a something.
Right.
You know,
Or
they made-
someone could find the Lamasu and get them over here because they might have the authority to do.
Right.
Have
but
some
we
sort
don't know
of
how
say
to
in this.
find them and bring them back.
And they might attack us.
Right.
Well,
they already have.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we can use that as a. You made a treaty with someone who's no longer in power, so your treaty is null and void,
Oh, that's what I was
or
hoping
needs
for.
revision.
When did I cast the wall in real time? We should probably track that since it's only 10 minutes. Lagwin, just a thought. You
Yes.
could maybe use pass wall to help some people escape. I don't know how much good that would do, but I don't know what other spells you have at your disposal that might be helpful.
I mean, I have telekinesis.
Remove the wall now. Stop impeding the march, or we will take more aggressive actions.
You know,
Ugh.
it's only
5, 4.
I'm gonna just scoot
3.
over so I'm sort of out of line of sight.
What's the thing that
What?
you can trip people up on? What are those
Will there
called?
not be? Is your treaty still intact if the people that you reasoned and created the treaty with are no longer in charge of the city here? There's a new acting mayor who is in place. Did not agree upon the
Yes,
treaty in which you
The
are.
documentation needs to be updated.
And the Septon, who comes walking up to you, kind of pushes through the Modrons, and his hand starts going like vibrating really, really
Oh my
fast.
gosh.
And he touches the wall and casts Disintegration Ray. and
There
it
we go. I was like, there's only one thing that can get
Oh,
rid of a wall of force, and
gods.
it's disintegrate. So
I was
I'm
going
like,
to attack, but not.
Can we
anymore.
not reach some
And
kind
with
of an
that-
accord?
We will Zaskovia Accord. With that, we will take a small break and come back and see what happens with our Modrons enter the city. Bum bum bum.
Yeah.
All right, folks. We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Great Modron March. The march is upon us. The city of Heart's Faith is going to be demolished by Modrons. Will our lovely heroes save the day? Only time will tell.
Mm.
So, as the Modrons come spilling into the town, we're going to do an old fancy skill challenge. For those of you unfamiliar with skill challenges, I use Lord Kensington's rules of skill challenges, which is I set a DC. The DC is going to be 15 for this skill challenge. You need to get so many successes before so many failures. If you get the number of successes before failures, then you win the skill challenge. If you get the more failures than successes, you lose the skill challenge. We will have, I got to write down the DC so I remember it. DC 15. You can use any skill that you want. And specifically that's like Arcana or History, but you have to express it to me in a way that makes sense. So you can't say, I diplomatize the horses. Like that doesn't work. I need to know how you're using the skill, and it has to be has to match up with the current situation.
Question.
Yes.
Can we use spells to do certain things?
Yes, you can. So you can use spells to do things. Depending on the spell, like if it's like I want to use Fireball to kind of push them away or something, we'll probably have that be yes, you cast the spell, but it's also going to be a spell attack that you make, and you're going to try and hit that same DC.
Sure. Okay.
Does that make
Sounds
sense?
good. Yeah.
And then that will determine whether it was successful or
not. Shifter is going to.
Well, hang on, I still have some rules. So a natural 1 is 2 failures, and a natural 20 is 2 successes.
Oof.
You can use a skill. Sorry, you can use any skill you want. Let's say that Shifter uses Arcana for the first one. On his next turn, he can't use Arcana. So you can't use the skill that you used the last turn. And you can't use the skill that the person before you used. So if LB uses Perception and then Lex is next, you can't use Perception. You would have to use something else.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So we're starting
my
off.
first skill challenge.
We should probably roll initiative just so that it's fair. So roll initiative. And I'll write down what you got if I can find a pen.
18.
Got something around here. Oh. So Lagwin, 18.
The 4.
4.
10.
Siren.
For Siren.
And a 10.
It's canon now. You said it. You said that was your name.
I lie all the time.
What?
It's what I do. I lie and I lie and I lie. Lagwin, top of the round. For this first little juncture, you're going to have to get 2 successes before 8 failures.
Okay.
And I will say that every junction, the successes are going to go up, but you will have the same amount of failures, as in if you accumulate failures, they'll shift over into the next round.
Okay.
So for the first one, we have the Modrons simply coming through the main gate and splitting off into 3 different sections. They're currently on roads, so they're not really going into places. It's that Petitioner's Gate at the very beginning. That's where they're going to be splitting off.
Can you
what would you like to do to stop them or thwart them or slow them down or save people? And this is kind of a collaborative storytelling thing. So you could say like, oh, well, I want to save the dog that's running in front of the Modrons or barking at him or something.
One dog.
Sure. What is the ground composition here? Is it rock or what's the deal?
It would be like cobblestone, but probably also some like dirt roads and stuff.
Okay.
I think.
So let me let me propose this, and you tell me if it would work or not. I have this wonderful groundbreaking shovel that I received
Oh,
from
yeah.
the Pungent that allows me to cast transmute rock to mud,
Mhm.
which I would, if it seems like it would work in this composition here, I would like to choose this area of stone that fits within a 40-foot cube and
Wow.
turn that into mud, forcing the creatures, anyone in the spell area, to sink into that mud. Each foot that a creature moves in the mud costs 4 feet of movement. So this is
Wow.
like quadruple difficult terrain. Any creature on the ground, when I cast it, can make a strength saving throw, which is a DC 14 if that comes into play. Creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. On a failure, it sinks into the mud and is restrained, so it can use its action to end the restrained condition to pull itself out. And I'm not dropping anything on top of anybody, so I would like to, yeah, I've been sitting on this
I like
shovel, and I would like to steal my shovel and just
Yeah, so
turn it all
you
into
push the shovel in, and then all of it just like a ripple. I
yeah.
guess. I'm trying to think of like a Keanu Reeves Matrix ripple in the ground, or a Doctor Strange, like where it just kind of like bends and stuff, and then it all just like comes into a bunch of mud. Make a spell attack roll. So
Okay.
just roll your spell attack, and we'll see if you get DC 15 or higher.
That is a 12 on the die. I think my spell attack is higher. That is a
Should be like
7, so
plus
19. Yeah.
Yeah, 19. So that is 1 success. Congratulations.
Pungent.
Yeah, pungent coming in. That was really cool. So this mud, like just, and then you see the modrons like march, like and like some of them are like face down, some of them are really confused. We'll say that some of the winged modrons are like flying up and like picking some of them up out of the mud and kind of trying to keep the march going as best it can. Up next, Shifter, what would you like to do?
I would like to. I want to see if there's like a group of people anywhere. Is there like a cart full of orphans somewhere?
There is an
Push him in front of the
definitely
motor.
is I was gonna say orphanarium. There's an
It could
orphanage.
be. We don't know what it is in Heart's Fate. It could be an orphanarium.
There is an orphanage in the town. It's actually in the book. I'm not making that up. So yeah, you could have like, maybe there's a church, or not a church, but like a teacher that's just like, this way, kids, and trying to like get the orphans out of the way. And
Yeah, I just I want to find a use for levitate. So I want to try to get if there's a bunch of people that are in the path of the modrons, I want to try to get them onto something and then just levitate that thing off the ground so the modrons can pass underneath them.
Okay, yeah. So you're like, this way, and trying to get a whole bunch of people out of the way. And then yeah. So go ahead and make another spell attack, or make a spell attack. Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to roll that in D&D Beyond, or can I roll it physically?
You can roll real dice. I'm not in D&D Beyond right now. Sorry.
Oh, there you
For the people who are watching the dice rolls, I don't know.
go. Let's see here. That's probably not gonna do it. It's spell attack, intelligence plus proficiency bonus. It's only a 14 total.
Oh, that is a failure. Your first failure. Sorry. So you levitate one of this, but the kids inside are just like, I don't understand, and it topples to the side, and like 4 or 5 orphans spill out. Someone's like, Catherine, and they're like trying to hold on, and she's just like, oh, but she falls maybe like 2 feet, but now she's stuck in the mud. It's really awful. Siren, what would you like to do?
I have a lot of skills that are not going to be very useful here. Such is the way. Okay, I am going to. Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will use My awesome skills of perception
Yeah.
to attempt to spot with my eyeballs people who need assistance or direction, and in doing so I will Scarlet no not Scarlet Witch what's her
Black
name?
Widow.
I will Black Widow people onto the boats because
Against it.
against Ultron I can kick people real hard.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
LB. LB.
You do
Like
have
it's-
inspiration. I gave you earlier.
I do have inspiration. I did roll in that one.
Okay, you can use inspiration if you want.
Oh my god. I saw it and I was like, no. All right. That is a filthy 20.
All right. Good job. That is 2 successes. So you you
Not
guys
a natural
cleared
20. A dirty 20.
a dirty 20, yeah.
My
a slutty
success.
20, as my
Yeah.
friends like to
A
call it
slutty
in our
20.
other game. We're like, what?
Uh
Congratulations. So you kind of climb up on a side of a building, I think, to get a good vantage point, and then you're just hollering out like, "You, blue cloak, out of here! You, funny looking man, I look okay." Yeah, go to the left, and you're kind of doing that. Pick up that orphan. What's wrong with Kathleen? She fell out of a thing. It was awful.
Some
That is our
wizard
first
told her to get in a
success.
cart and then dropped her.
Our
what a
next area,
bitch.
where the Modrons are going to break up, you guys are going to need 4 successes before your now 7 failures. So a couple things are happening in this one, and we'll start again with you, Lagwin. There are a group of people that are trying to use logic to kind of prevent the Modrons from clambering through their building.
Okay.
By saying that we have a treaty with you, but we don't really know where the treaty is, and so they're like trying to delay, but the Modrons aren't having it. And then we also have the Modrons coming straight towards the temple of Mitra, and a bunch of the religious people are trying to like pray and get people out of the way. And then on the far side of town, there is some elderly folks and small children that are kind of huddled up in a room that didn't get the memo that they needed to leave.
Jesus.
So that's all kind of happening. Again, your goal is to save lives, potentially save buildings as a secondary thing, and then third is to slow down or stop the march. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll go to try to save the unaware small children.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt to zip in and like grab these kids and like pick them up, jump, put them out of the way, and I'm gonna attempt to do this as acrobatically as possible, like ping-ponging between these kids to push them out of the way.
Okay. Part of me was hoping you were going to put them in a bathtub and then fly them out the window.
Well, we already levitate got used
All
once.
can't be Iron Man. I understand.
Levitate got used
Go
once
ahead.
already, so I didn't want to.
Acrobatics, go.
All right, that is a 3 on the
Dr. Vogt.
die, but that makes it a 16, so I'll take it.
What?
Yeah.
You have a
I,
plus
I have a Well, I have a maximum dexterity, and I've got expertise there in acrobatics.
Oh, expertise. Okay.
So
yeah,
yeah.
16. That'll do it.
Woo.
Congratulations. That is 1 success. You need 3 more for this round. Going up to Shifter. Lots of chaos, Modrons running through buildings. You saw Lagwin jumping through dexterously.
The other 2 things were some people, some priests, and some people with a logic trying to do a logic thing.
Yeah, so the priests are kind of trying to blockade them. They're like holding hands, singing Kumbaya. The logic thing is they're trying to convince the Modrons that they're lying, but they're trying to convince the Modrons that they have a contract with them to not like storm through their building. So
Well, I've got you know who's great at lying? Me. That's me. I'm going to run up and use minor illusion to conjure up a piece of paper, like a contract, like a very official looking piece of paper, and be like, "Oh no, you see, I know you couldn't find it, but here it is. I just found it in your stores just a moment ago. Here, it's and then I'm gonna like, you'll see everything is in order. And I'm gonna start showing it to the Modrons and lying, and then I'm gonna just look over my shoulder and like whisper to the other guy, like, you need to leave as soon as possible, but I might be able to buy you a few moments.
Yeah. Are you rolling what, deception?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll deception.
Sweet. Do it. That sounds fun. You could have rolled Arcana or something, so that was a cool one. So yeah.
I mean, I'll roll Arcana if you.
No, whatever. I just was saying, like, that's why I was clarifying. If you want to do deception, that's great.
Boy, that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
2 successes.
My paperwork looks so good. I was a
It
lawyer
does.
once in the last episode.
It's all coming together. You were a lawyer. You learned a bunch of stuff. That's fantastic. So yeah, the Modrons are definitely poring over this and kind of like waiting their turn. And the guys are just like, there's no hope, is there? And
I'm just like, no, you have to leave. This will just buy you.
so they'll run out and grab whatever last minute things they can get from the building, and then they run off to the side to go be not dead. Okay, sorry, your stream elements thing is kicking in. It distracted me.
Sorry.
We need one more success for this, LB. What's it going to be?
Odds. Yes, I will. God damn it. I was gonna lie.
Sorry.
I will use, because we have a moment, I will use another investigation check to see
Okay.
if I can find anything more in these documents.
Sure. Yeah. In the document specifically. Okay, that's great.
Any loopholes. Oh, that's a 19 on the dice. So that is a 24.
Yeah, fantastic. So that's another
Good new
success.
dice.
Good job. While we'll say that you took the middle route maybe, and so while these priests are trying to like blockade them, you run up with like the actual contracts, and the Modrons are like halted by this. And you're pointing out that like during certain religious holidays, they're not allowed to like cross this thing and all of this extra, legal mumbo jumbo that's kind of confusing them for the moment.
Good.
So very, very cool. That's super fun. The Modrons eventually do continue on, but less destruction than normal, thanks to you two, or your help. And we come to more destruction was the title of this. Yeah. We do have some people that are in one of the buildings that got pushed through with the Modrons, and they're on the top level about to collapse. We have a library that is full of something. What is this library? I need to make this up. This is too slow. Oh, we have the librarian doesn't want the library to be demolished, so he's trying to prevent the Modrons from going through it. We have the orphanage that still has some kids that are running around causing problems, not evacuating like they should. And just some more extra destruction kind of happening around the area. So, Lagwin, you need 6 successes before 7 failures.
I have an idea for the people on the building.
All right, so I guess this librarian's driving me crazy. I'll go to the librarian.
You're there.
And what
My
is,
books.
What is
I'll
the,
reward you handsomely.
What is the race of said our librarian?
We'll say he's an old human.
Okay, that's important because of the belt of dwarvenkind. Could have been an advantage on persuasion checks for dwarves. All right. I guess yeah. I will do a persuasion check to convince him that while these books are, I guess, while these books are quite important, and as someone who's a fan of literature and knowledge, I appreciate it. But your books can be duplicated and replaced. Your life is, you only have one life to live. You need to get you out of here.
All right. Roll
And
persuasion.
I'm going to use my persuasion's a -1. I'm going to use my blue spoon. My once in a blue
Oh,
spoon to
okay.
auto succeed.
Fantastic. Once in a blue spoon. Succeed.
Listen,
So
I
he
got
goes-
these items, so
So he goes, well, you do make a good argument, even though the books are very rare and I'm incredibly old. I guess I do just have the one life to live. But all right, and he'll mosey on out of the way. Shifter.
I'm going to shapeshift. I'm going to cast polymorph on myself, and I'm going to turn to a giant eagle. Caw-caw.
Love
And I'm going to fly up to the top of that building and then be like, yo, get on my back. Except I don't say that because I'm a giant eagle and I can't talk.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I assume the check would be like the physical check for the eagle to actually like carry the people away.
Sure.
Or to persuade them. I don't know which one you'd rather, but I assume carrying them
Well,
away
he
would
just
be
used
better.
persuasion, so
Oh,
I
that's
would
true,
say
yeah.
persuasion.
Okay.
But yeah, like what, and then basically, you can add your. So if you want to do like a strength check,
Yeah.
you could use intelligence instead of strength, but it's
Oh,
still
okay.
whether you're proficient in strength or not, I suppose.
Yeah. All right. Ba-ba-ba.
What are you doing, by the way, so that we all know?
I am gonna do. I mean, if I can use intelligence, I will. But yeah.
But
That's-
what skill are you rolling so
Oh,
that we know what LB can't do, kind of a thing?
Oh, I mean, it's technically like athletics, I assume, right?
Okay, cool. That's
Because
cool.
I'm trying to physically carry all of these people.
But you used magic to polymorph and stuff, so yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I like it.
Right.
Siren's on deck.
Oh, that's not good. That's only like a 12.
12 is a failure.
I keep dropping people. Every time I try to try
Yeah,
to lift
so-
people, I drop them.
I thought you were really good. You're like, hop on my back. They're like, and then you go to pick them up, and you get like 4 of them, and one of them's just like, Christine, whoa! And then they all fall. So a couple of them fall. It's not the best. Siren looks like a giant eagle is dropping children from the sky. Lagwin's talking to people about spoons. What do you want to do?
Boy, I'm going to try and block the path. So I'm going to I'm basically what I want to do is just like block the path. There's no other way
Okay.
around it.
Are you
Um,
blocking with your body, with a building? Are you trying to like collapse a building on top of the modrons? Are you trying
Kind
to?
of, yes. Did I get anything from the investigation in the papers?
You got a success that helped you
Okay.
through that. If you want to carry that forward, you tell me what was like. You could say, "Hey, I want to say that because of this, like, I'm
Oh.
gonna move forward." Or are you looking
Um,
to give you inspiration? Sorry.
no. I was well. What I'm Siren's gonna do is she's gonna find a spot in a wall that seems I'm gonna find the bricks that are like slightly off from the rest of the bricks, so I know that if I destroy it, it's gonna bring the whole tower down, sort of situation. She's going to place her fireball whiskey bottle there, run back, take out her crossbow, light the end on fire, and shoot it and blow it up so that it falls over.
Okay, yeah, that sounds awesome. Epic.
I
Skill
will
or
use
this?
perception to see where the best spot is for this.
Okay.
Either that or taking a shot. Either.
Yeah, you could. Well, you can take a you could do a regular attack. I think that's fine too. So
Okay. All right. That's another 19 on the dice. So 28.
Success. You need
Good.
4 more for this part. All right, it's back to Lagwin. Lagwin, they're kind of demolishing through this library, heading down towards the ocean.
Okay.
Old man, but
Great. So now I guess what I'll do is, while I'm in the library, since I'm already here, I feel like, God, this is gonna be a tricky one. Would it be possible to, like, I want to redirect the modrons that are stomping through the library? Yeah, I guess my thoughts are, if like they're going clearly towards like a bookshelf, to just kind of be like, let's just like whoop, but like not try to make it look like I'm getting in the way of the march, because I know they're against that. They very clearly saw me at the front trying to stop them. So I want to, like, I don't know if that's I don't know, can you sleight of hand a Modron? Like, you know what I mean? Or Arcana,
so
whatever.
This sounds like it could be athletics to see if you could like push him into a certain direction. This sounds like it could be stealth. I want to do this. I want to nudge them without them knowing. Could be sleight of hand too. Like
I'll go with stealth. It's the same as
Okay.
sleight of hand, but I'll go with stealth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a 19 on the die, so we are.
Wow, you guys are awesome. Congrats.
I can steal these books later. Oh no!
They totally got destroyed.
Shifter, you're a giant bird. What do you want to do?
Ka! I transform back into a regular sized person.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Are there any scenarios that I could interact with that you have? thought of?
There's
I'll
the
make
building
one up.
that you tried to save those people from. I think they fell down.
Yeah, they're dead.
The scenarios we have now are they're marching through. What is it? Siren has them kind of jumbled up with. Oh no! Siren knocked over a building, so they're currently trying to dig each other out of that and get back on the road. But there's no like. Sorry, I ran out of scenarios. There's not like a.
Well, the orphanage is still.
The orphanage.
Oh, the orphanage. Yeah.
I'll try.
Redemption. Here you go.
Maybe I can save some children. I won't. I'll try not to kill children this time.
Orphanarium.
And the orphanarium. I'm going to think. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to think to myself. I'm like, what is it that would distract a machine? And then I'm like, I know, and I'm going to use an illusion to conjure up a Rube Goldberg machine, and I'm going to use performance to try to distract the Modrons.
I like it. That's a really cool one. Yeah.
Just to give people some time to escape.
Exactly.
All right. I'm gonna roll that, and hopefully I will roll a little better. Okay, that's fine. That's a 16.
16 is gonna do it. Good job. You got 4 successes out of this. 2 left.
The robots are like,
You guys are doing
wow,
really well,
The
because
ball
we
just
only had
keeps
2
going
failures.
through different tubes and
Yeah.
things. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
What does it look like? What does it have? That fun Looney Tunes music, like that da 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 da.
Yes. Yeah, just that.
And
marble.
how do the Modrons react to this? Are they just like dumbfounded, or
They're just they have to every time it like keeps getting momentum from whatever the new thing is, they're like, oh wow. It's this marvelous feat of engineering. They can't even believe how they're so captivated by it.
so efficient? It's amazing. That's excellent. Siren, you have more Modrons. They're digging up out of your exploding tower. A lot of the Modrons are actually getting picked up by flying Modrons. So the flying Modrons are picking them up and trying to like get them back on track. So you have quite a few that are kind of floating around in the air now.
Okay. Boy, I love lying to these bitches, and I want to continue to do that, but I shouldn't. I am going to use I'm going to cast darkness in their path so that they hopefully get turned around and delayed longer.
Okay. Do a spell attack.
Yeah, I know how to do those. What do I cast stuff with?
Charisma,
Intelligence, probably.
Well, for tiefling, I think it's charisma.
Or are you a tiefling with charisma? Is it a
I
tiefling
am.
thing or an arcane?
It's a tiefling thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure.
Darkness coming at you. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So 18
Destroy
on the
them.
dice.
Oh man, you guys are killing it.
So I don't even have to do the math. Look at, I love
Alright.
these two dice.
They walk into the darkness, and then you see one of them like peek out, and it's like, oh, this is wrong. Comes back in. Like they don't want to get off track, but they can't see where the track is.
Mhm.
Constantly like popping their heads out trying to find them. Has slowed
Mhm,
them down quite a bit. Coming up at the very end, the modrons are getting towards the water, and they're walking ankle deep into the water. There's also a lot of boats. They seem to be walking over to the boats and ripping them apart. They're like destroying a lot of these boats
Fucking
that are
rude.
in the harbor here. Lagwin, what would you like to do?
Oh my god, these. So just to clarify, the boats are in the path of the Modrons? Yes?
Maybe. Like
Okay,
they're in
I'm
the
just-
water.
okay.
Yeah. They're docked at the harbor, kind of a thing.
How many more
Drowns.
successes do we need?
One.
Oh, well, Ted, you're fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, well, everything.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, this is 5 successes. I'm surprised you only have 2 failures. Usually with a DC 15, but you are
Thanks,
a high.
Lagwin.
All right. What I'm gonna do is, I guess, yeah, I'll use telekinesis, and I will try to move the water to push the boats away.
Oh, okay.
Not trying to part the Red Sea,
Just
but
like
just
Moses.
like,
Okay.
yeah, but just trying to because I could move one boat, but that only saves one boat. If I could push the water to maybe move multiple boats.
Okay.
So yeah, telekinesis. That's a spell attack roll.
Yep.
Ooh, nope. That see, you jinxed it. Everybody jinxed it. That's a 9. That is a 9. It was
That
on the
is-
20, and it teetered back to the 2. So there you go.
That is a failure. So as you go to push the water away, the boats rise up and then actually like fall down in that area, and then the modrons just start ripping apart even faster.
Yeah.
It looks like they're building something though. They're kind of like using all of the parts of the wood, and they're building a bridge that seems to go out into the ocean. Like this is how they're going to cross the ocean in some way.
Are they gonna run
Shifter.
out of wood?
Probably.
I feel like they're gonna run out of wood much faster than water there. Oof. What can I do? Wait, is anyone in danger right now?
There's still hordes of modrons behind you and
That's
screaming
true.
people.
Oh yeah, I
you
did.
know.
There's also some people I dropped who like might not be dead.
did
but they've
drop
got, like
some
broken
people.
limbs. Yeah.
There's that one orphan stuck in the mud at the beginning of the scenario that still can't get out.
That's unfortunate.
Might be trampled. We don't know.
You're probably dead.
There's a kid with a baby owlbear. He's like, he's just...
I want to try to use. I want to try and use investigation, but I don't know how. If only.
And Party, you can ask for help too. So like, if anybody has a good investigation idea for Shifter chat.
I'm. I'll always open it to chat, but I might have an idea. So I'm gonna try to save just a poor fisherman who is stuck on their boat that's about to be ripped to pieces.
Yeah.
I want to investigate to see if I can find another nearby source of lumber that would be better for them to use than these boats they're just ripping apart.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And be like, hey guys,
Get
no,
away.
wait, use this. Don't kill that old man. I can't have any more deaths on my conscience this session. Please. No, that's a 2. on the die. That's no good. I'm just like,
Uh,
if you
4
just divert
failures.
yourself from the path, this 500 feet, there's this stack
Yeah.
of lumber, and they're like, no, we're not going to divert from
No.
the path.
Not gonna do that. We got to use this lumber first. Cool. Siren. It's a one success is all you need.
Oh Lord in heaven. Siren is going to what is the hold on. I just want to read a definition.
You guys jinxed
Webster's
it.
defines.
Okay, that's not gonna work. You know what? I'm going to go up and engage the modrons who are building the boat in a a conversation. I'm going to try to trick them into answering all of my questions and like slowing their progress down
Okay.
by using persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay.
All right, D&D Beyond, don't fail me now. 26, baby.
Whoa! Fantastic.
I'm gonna be a child who's like, well, why? But why? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
So they're just like, we have to do this, but why? Because, and then it finally gets to the Modron saying something funny like,
Because some things are and some things aren't. It's the way of the world.
why won't you listen to me?
Because I said so.
Congratulations, guys! You did really well. You got a total of 12 successes with only 4 failures. So that's very good. Cauldronborn runs up and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. We got most of the people out. What are the Modrons doing?" And they're constructing just weird bridges. Some of them are walking on the bottom of the ocean as they're kind of like checking out this stuff. A lot of them are flying over. The destruction was minimal. You guys feel like through your efforts, a couple buildings collapsed. One was Siren's fault. And some other stuff, but a lot of it is they walked through buildings or got around stuff. We'll say the library was saved. Congratulations. And we could roll on. Well, first of all, Cauldronborn rewards you guys with 5,000 gold. So you guys get some gold because you saved the city.
Nice.
And we see our wonderful Modrons like going off into the distance to the ocean, hopefully to find whatever port town is out there that leads them to Mount Celestia.
What's oh gosh, 5,000 total, right? So 5,000 divided by 4,
1250.
1250.
Wow.
As we're surveying the wreckage, Shifter's just like, oh, goodness. Where's Nyx been this whole time? She could have helped.
Yes, I feel like someone with strength and persuasive abilities would have been the perfect person to have for this particular endeavor.
Siren is not there. Siren is looting all of the pineapples that she can into her bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm going
Pineapple
to the
Express is no one is behind the bar right now.
I'm going back to the library.
Okay, yeah. So we'll let you guys do one fun thing before we end our campaign. If you're going to the library, what are you doing there? Looking for magic or history?
Campaign is done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, before we end the campaign, is it...
Oh, sorry, the session. Sorry.
Wow, all right. That was a fast one. Thanks for playing. Yeah, I guess whatever looks good as far as like I'm a wizard. I know books. This guy flat out told me up front there are some really rare and valuable tomes in this library. And I was seen. Actually, I wasn't seen because my stealth check was quite successful.
It was the bomb, yeah.
Pushing stuff out of the way. So I would love to just be like, oh no, this book fell into my cloak. Nobody needs to know. And then I'm gonna go back to the librarian and be like, hey, we did it. You're alive. The books are saved. Looks like there was minimal damage, and then see if I can get him to then give me something for saving his life.
Oh, okay.
From the
Well,
playlists.
let's roll for your book. I'm trying
Sure.
trying to see if I can.
What role do I make for books?
That's true. Let's do sleight of hand to see how well you stole. said
Okay.
book.
All right. That's fair.
Uh,
Natural 20. It's a 29. Yeah.
The best book.
that was for that 2 on the telekinesis. Trying to do a cool, nice, helpful Jedi style thing, and I just turned a bunch of ships into just fodder for modrons.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Gosh.
kind of
I'm looking at I'm trying to find a fun book that's not the Book of Vile Darkness, so the Book of Exalted Deeds. So I might have to come up with something, but
yeah, there's not a ton of books in the.
Right now, I saw there's Enduring Spellbook, which is kind of cool. It's a common wondrous item, but this spellbook, along with anything written on its pages, can't be damaged by fire or immersion in water, and the spellbook doesn't deteriorate with age. That's kind of cool.
Not bad.
I absolutely have a section. One of my characters on my Sunday night game is really into books, so it is Rachel's character actually. So I found a D100 book titles list, and the one that I just looked at and found was is your partner a polymorph? 50 signs that they might be. So if you need something, let me know. I got it.
He's just
Thieves
not that
can't,
familiar with-
or
Yeah.
can they?
Good.
The
and-
myth of the useful bard. I like that one.
Wow.
we will have a 3rd level spell scroll. He will reward you with that of your
Okay.
choice. I'll
Perfect.
just
I will find one.
yeah. So you just
Sure.
Shifter, what do you want to do with your?
While the city is still in turmoil, Shifter is going to go back to Cauldronborn's area because they are extremely still concerned and suspicious about the fact that the Lamia, right?
Yeah.
Were gone just when they needed to be here, and why we were attacked by that person that seems to be in league with them, and what the deal was with that. So I'm looking around for any documents that might give me a clue as to what's been going on here.
Excellent. Make an investigation check.
Yes. I'm so good at that. Yes, I rolled so well. Where was that 17 earlier? So
Because we're doing what we're good at, stealing.
Stealing. So that's a 26 total.
Oh yeah, very good. So you break into the Mitra citadel. And there is I was almost called them llamas.
Lamies?
Lamies?
No.
The llama spread?
The llamas? Lamia.
Oh, llama, red pajama. It's my favorite.
I think it's Lamasu. You said, right? Was what it was, not Lamia.
I thought it was Lamia.
Well, those are. I think those are
Matsu.
two
Or
different things.
Lamasu or something.
Lamasu.
Lammasu. I have a picture of one. Really cool. Let's share it to the group.
Oh, those guys. I know who they are. They're so nice. Why would they?
So specifically, there are some documents leading to what their organization kind of researches and stuff, and you find some very old documents specifically pertaining to the Abyss. And the war between the devils and the demons, and how it's kind of kept in balance and allows good to be good and things like that. And so there's a lot of that. But as you're looking at these documents, every once in a while, it's references a certain demon or a certain group of demons, and literally the image is gone. It's like da 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 blank, and then the sentence continues.
They're redacted.
It's references to certain things are just disappeared. for whatever reason. And you find 500 gold.
What? Oh, okay.
Nice.
Um, I'll also say that it looks like some of them were investigating a necromancer of some kind that seems to be causing problems within the multiverse. So, and when they talk about the necromancer, they reference her as a she. It's a lot of information, but thank you.
I've written it down. What was the name of this town?
This is Heart's Faith. HEART''S Faith. It's on the picture that I sent you.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have time to look at that. I'm taking notes.
Siren, what are you doing?
Well,
with your running around.
I was stealing pineapples, as well as looking for. I mean, depending on how much time I have, finding some other valuables or interesting items that catch my attention.
Okay.
Should I perceive or investigate?
I think perception's good.
Cool. 16.
Very good. So
I have a +9, so not terribly.
Are you looking for more of a magic item or something more along the lines of money? Like, what would Siren be looking for?
I mean, we just got paid, so I'm thinking more of like a magic item or something that's useful but interesting also. So you know, like I mean, magic items are always great. Can I help you?
So while you're digging around, you definitely find that in the pineapple stand, Pineapple Express, like behind the bar underneath, there is like where somebody would have like a sheathed gun to pull out kind of thing. They have a dagger and they pull it out, and you see that this dagger has a repository or like the ability to put little vials of poison into it. He's been spiking the pineapple juice with this stuff. So you are now the proud owner of a dagger of venom.
Ooh! Just puts that. I feel like Siren is kind of one of those people that's like, oh, put that in my cleavage and go on.
And then you stab yourself and you're poisoned for 1 minute. So
I assume that there is a sheath.
Yeah, I guess. And I think that's it. We'll end our session there. But before we leave, let's go through and introduce all of our wonderful people again. We have Siren, who has a new weapon of choice. Siren, who are you? What are you doing? What other things? I can't come up with a new topic.
That's okay. I just want to, give a shout out to Felix behind you. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm LB Hackup. You can find me at LB Hack. Oh, Oscar, right? Sorry, Felix is the cat.
I was like, that's Oscar now.
Hi, Betty. You can find me at LB Hackup on the Twitters and the Twitches, where I'm going to be live next tomorrow. We're going to be streaming Resident Evil 4. Lauren's going to be playing it. And then I'll be off on Sunday for a Halloween party, and then I'll be off for a week because I'm going to go see Lauren in person. So you guys aren't going to see me next week here, unfortunately. But check out all the VODs and see all the fun stuff that Ted has been doing on the TikToks. I have been thoroughly following the DICE journey that he's been on. But yeah, check out my Twitter if you want to know what I'm doing or see pictures of my cats. That's me.
Huzzah! Mr. Lex, who are you? What are you writing these days? What's going on there?
I'm writing.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know what? I may have just commissioned a cover art for, and am starting to write right now. Dungeon Crawl Classics adventure.
Ooh, very cool.
Jordan will appreciate that because he
I will.
likes that game. But yeah, no, I as you may have guessed from what I just said, I'm an occasional writer. I do RPG stuff. I've written a game system. I've written some supplements. I've written an adventure. I've written some other things. I wrote a book about cooking monsters. All these things and more can be found if you find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons and click on that link tree, and it has links to all my places where things can be purchased. Oh, I was also just on a podcast called Between Two Cairns, and we talk about an indie RPG module, and it's me and one of the co-hosts just bother the heck out of the main host, and it's great. Just be goofing on him the whole time.
No, I saw you post that. I downloaded that, but I haven't had a chance to listen to it. It seems fun. So I'm Jordan with a silent PH in the middle. You might know me as YouTube's Jordan with a silent PH in the middle. I am incredibly busy and try to post YouTube videos, but I have been slacking, so I apologize. If you are like loving this campaign, you can watch it here, or you can subscribe to the Patreon of mine, which is patreon.com/Jordan with a PH in the middle, so JORPHDAN. And there is an audio version of this podcast as well, or audio version of this game, as well as our last game. And before that, there's a bunch of interviews I did with my friends back in the day about Dungeons & Dragons and stuff. It was a lot of fun. But last but not least, Mr. Nerd Immersion himself, thank you for hosting us on your channel. What's going on? Besides your kids not going to bed is what I hear.
Well, we'll find out after this if they actually did or not. Just doing a lot of content. I've obviously been on this dice calendar journey as a follow-up to the really terrible advent calendar that came from Wizards of the Coast, which is fun. Which, if you check that stuff out, I do actually now have a coupon code associated with that. And what's really cool is if you do want to get that for somebody, you can actually submit a custom image, and they'll make the calendar whatever image you want it to be. So you can customize it to your friend's face or whatever you want it to be. So that's a cool thing. But yeah, no, I've been doing all sorts of stuff. There's been we're getting closer to Dragonlance territory. We're about a month away from the pre-release for that, so I'll be doing a lot of coverage. Lunar Sorcerer making its rounds. People are shouting power creep. People are also shouting, hey, look, Sorcerer doesn't suck now. I don't know. You make the decision on that. And then I got a ton of WizKids stuff. They sent me a massive box, and I have a ton of things. I have every single ship scale miniature for Spelljammer, which is awesome. I'm never going to use them because Spelljammer's not great, but I got all the minis, so that's cool.
Where are you putting all this stuff? Because I know your walls are full.
I've been making some moves. I've been moving some things, but yeah, we're gonna have to start cycling out all the unpainted ones.
I am hiring someone to help me build shelves because I've run out of room for books and minis. It's a curse. It's a cursed charmed life.
I'm running out all this stuff behind me. I need to build tiers so that I can show off all of the things. I'm building a bathroom now, so that's something new I'm doing. That's what's going on. I got a bathroom going on right out here, so I never have to leave the basement. Anyway, that's me. Follow me on all of the social medias. I do a lot of posting and a lot of things. And I just want to say thank you to everybody here, because every both watching in the chat as well as my friends running / playing this game, because it's always fun. And it's nice to have. I know we kind of were a little rocky there on consistency, but it seems like we've kind of gotten back on track with keeping. It's nice to have a consistent game, just as something to look forward to each week, whether that's your means of escapism for the week to go into a fantasy world, or just a way to catch up with friends, because honestly, we're still in a pandemic world, even though we're kind of not. We still are. It's nice to see and chat with people. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next week.